to our top story, and entire Queensland communities have been left reeling after a horror highway bus crash which has left 3 women dead and 3 with life-threatening injuries. The Greyhound had 33 people on board when it collided with a car towing a caravan on the Bruce Highway south of Townsville. Along with the 3 women killed, a number of people were treated at the scene, with one man being airlifted to a nearby hospital. And Superintendent Graham Payne from Queensland Police joins us now. Good morning to you. Graham, what can you tell us about the crash this morning? Do we know what caused it?
No, look, it's obviously a very significant incident, very complex investigation. Our specialist crash investigators, they've forensically examined the scene. We're in the process of interviewing further witnesses and analysing evidence. So once we've completed that process, we'll be in a position to identify exactly how and why it's occurred.
Because there are reports this morning that the bus crashed into the car. Do we understand this could be the case?
Look, we're sort of looking at different parts of the evidence to determine what occurred. It is in the early stages. We've collected a significant amount of evidence from the scene, and we anticipate as we process that evidence and as we interview further witnesses, we'll get a clearer picture on exactly sort of how it's occurred.
Look, it looked like a big coach. It was travelling, I understand, from Mackay to Townsville. I would expect there would have been seatbelts. Do we know whether they were on board?
Yeah, that'll form part of the investigation. Certainly from a policing point of view, if the bus is fitted with seatbelts, the passengers are required to wear them. So that'll be, one of the processes that we look at throughout the investigation.
You have spent many hours on that Bruce Highway. It seems to be getting worse. There are calls this morning for something to be done about that road. What do you say?
Well, look, from a policing point of view, road conditions are one factor that we look at. It's certainly a very significant factor in what happens on the road. But, as we respond to these incidents, we investigate them holistically to look at the different causal factors as to how and why it may have occurred.
You must be incredibly proud of your first responders. I understand there were 31 people treated at that crash site. What was it like for them?
Yeah, look, this is effectively a mass casualty event and a very confronting scene for everyone involved. The officers and the other emergency services have done an outstanding job under very difficult circumstances. We put a welfare plan in place for those, and we have reached out to our stakeholders to expand that to those community members that are impacted. And I also do want to acknowledge the role that the members of the public on scene played in assisting and treating some of those injured people, because it was a very, very significant, very confronting incident.
So what sort of injuries did they have, and what did the public do?
We've got a number of people that are currently in hospital receiving treatment. One is critical. With any incident like this, the initial response is very chaotic and very complex. Being in a regional rural area, those people on scene really did have to assist the injured and try and get some treatment happening whilst they waited for emergency services to arrive. So there are a number of people that did that throughout the response, and like I said, we really want to acknowledge their role in what happened.
Yeah. Look, thank you very much for your time, and again, our hearts go out to those poor families who are involved in this. It's an absolute tragedy. Superintendent Graham Payne, thank you for your time.
Thank you.